Does Indonesia recognize Israel? Donald Trump offered Indonesia a $2 billion fund. Four Arab countries have created diplomatic relations with Israel. Hello, we meet again with me, Dwe Arifian, or maybe you can call it Way Arifian. And I hope you really enjoy and will get some information from this content that I'm making right now. So, the topic is Indonesia and Israel. The fundamental question from this topic is, does Indonesia recognize Israel? And the answer will be, who doesn't? Well, I know, in terms of geopolitical perspective. So, let's begin. Officially, the Indonesian government has no diplomatic relation with Israel. Israel. I'm sorry if I keep making mistake with the pronunciation of this country. Israel or Israel, but let me say it in my dialect, which is Israel. Therefore, there is no Indonesian embassy in Israel, and vice versa. There is no Israel embassy in Indonesia. Well, at least until today, when I making this video. When the first president of Indonesia, Mr. Sukarno, was in his reign, he did not invite Israel to Asia-Africa Conference in 1955 at Bandung, West Java. And also, he ignored any official delegation approach from Israel. At that time, Indonesia seemed to avoid any problem with Islamic elements in the country or in its nation, and also as a form of solidarity for Palestinian freedom. I think that the solidarity from Indonesia to Palestine is very, very strong, and it is already began like many decades ago. The first meeting of these two nations was held in 1993, in the same time of the second president of Indonesia, Mr. Suharto, was in his reign. And if I'm not mistaken, it was after Oslo Accord took place. From what I've heard, it is an unscheduled high-level meeting, if I may say, and it seems I will describe this topic by highlighting moments in every president's period in Indonesia. Well, not everyone. When the fourth president of Indonesia, Mr. Abdurrahman Wahid, took office, the attempt to build relations with Israel became a big topic in Indonesia. Even the relations itself, it's not entirely diplomatic, yet only in the economic and trade sector. And the discussion regarding these two countries' relations halted after the Indonesian parliament removed Mr. Abdurrahman Wahid from office. So I should say pitiful or tragedy, I don't know. However, the following presidents have made their statements regarding this bilateral relation. Like example, in 2005, Indonesian government declared that the whole diplomatic relation between Indonesia and Israel will come true only if there's peace. If there is peace between Palestinian and Israel. And in addition, the Indonesian government states, any communication between Israeli and Indonesian officials will be oriented to the objective of assisting the Palestinian people in gaining their freedom. Even the Indonesian current government, Mr. Joko Widodo, hello Mr. Joko, also says that Indonesia will not normalize relations with Israel until the realization of lasting peace between Palestinian people and Israel. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is a response to what happened earlier. At the end of 2020, Mr. Donald Trump offered Indonesia a $2 billion fund to help Indonesia's development if Indonesia willing to open diplomatic relations with Israel. From the Israeli point of view, some infos hint that Israel is interested in building bilateral relations with Indonesia. Well, we can gather some from an interview between CNN Indonesia with the ambassador of Israel for Singapore, Mr. Sagi Kami. We can quote, or I can put it in this content, some info like, according to him, some areas have the potential to cooperate. Those areas are medical and pharmacy, agriculture, technology, renewable energy, and tourism. It was a fact that Benjamin Netanyahu in 2018 said that Israel is interested in building a formal diplomatic relation with Indonesia, and isolation and boycott of Israel are over, and every country, according to Mr. Sagi Kami, should look into the future. In that interview, Mr. Sagi Kami said 4 Arab countries have created diplomatic relations with Israel, like Bahrain, Uni Emirate Arab, Sudan, and Morocco. I say Morocco. What do you say, Morocco? For him, this is a sign of progress that Indonesia should consider also in the matter of diplomacy with Israel. Many Arab countries have a normal relationships with Israel. Well, let's rethink normal later in economic and trade cooperation especially. And he sees no contradiction between a good relationship with Israel and also supporting Palestinian freedom. Well, in my opinion, it is not that simple, because there's a lot of things to be discussed, and we have our own principle to stand or to hold on. That is why we have to stick with the solidarity with the Palestinian and supporting the Palestinian freedom. In conclusion, Indonesia loves to have peace worldwide and against any violence or hostile movement in other nations. And also Indonesians know how it felt when others seized its freedom. So that makes Indonesia will always stand for independence and freedom. Well, I think that's all. And if you have any opinions regarding the matter of suggestion for my next topic, please write it in the comment below. Stay off of the meaningless debate. Instead, let's love, appreciate, and support each other. Peace from Indonesia. I'm out.